Hi, welcome back. Today we're making pencils and coloured pencils. I'll show you how to do it in the 1/6 scale so it's easier to see, but later I'll also demonstrate how to get them down to the 1/12 scale, and I'll warn you now, it's super tiny. Grab yourself a few toothpicks. I like the ones with points in both ends for this. Cut them at 21mm lengths and sand the flat end if it looks a little rough. I'm just using the pointy ends for these ones, but you can also use the bit left over from the middle of the toothpick if you want. Just form a point on one end with a craft knife or sandpaper. I kept mine for gluing things with. As you can see, I also discovered that I can't cut them all at once with my craft knife, so one at a time will have to do. With a black permanent marker, I coloured in the very tips of the points. I lightly marked a line 2 to 3mm from the flat end for the eraser. Then I coloured in the eraser with a pink marker. I used an ordinary marker, but pink paint would probably be more durable. Now I'm colouring in the yellow part of the pencil. Remember to leave a gap between the yellow and the black tip. Again, paint would probably be better, but I was lazy and taking shortcuts. This is a scrap of foil packaging from my asthma inhaler. It's thicker than tin foil and has a lovely stippled texture to it, so I cut a 1mm wide strip and used it to make the metal bands that wrap around the pencil and erasers. I stuck it on with contact adhesive. If you're new to this channel, click subscribe so you don't miss any new uploads. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and don't forget to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Very cute, but some of the marker ink had rubbed off on my fingers though, so I coloured them in again to brighten them up. For the 12 scale versions, you need to reduce your toothpicks to half their thickness. I sanded mine. There may be an easier way, and I hope to find it one day. Also, sand off the points slightly or they will get crazy sharp, as all the stab wounds on my fingertips can testify. Once you have a 1mm thick toothpick, cut it into 10mm lengths. You'll have to add points to most of them, but you should be able to get 5 mini pencils from one toothpick. Decorate them exactly the same way as the bigger versions, just making the eraser and the metal strip half the size. You can see for yourself how much smaller they are. After a bit of trial and error, mostly with Nessie marker pens, this is how I make the coloured pencils. I stabbed the toothpick pieces into some scrap foam board as a holder while I painted them with acrylic paint. Leave the tip until the rest of the pencil is well dried. Patience is a virtue, or so I hear. They might need more than one coat of paint, and yes, I know waiting for paint to dry is such a drag. Try speeding it along with a hairdryer on a low setting for a couple of minutes. Once they're properly dry, flip the pencils the other way around and just paint the very tip. Yes, I know what you're thinking, it's never just the tip, but this time it really is. Seriously cute. So here are the colour pencils in 6 scale or Barbie size, and here are the 1/6 scale pencils. Coming up in a future video, I'll show you how I made some notepads and a packet to keep the coloured pencils in. My next Gnome Home update is out in 2 weeks. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Join in the fun in my Facebook group, or help me out by buying me a coffee if you can. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!